Hey guys, Wayne here from H2 Tech Videos. Today I'm going to be going over 9 reasons why you should get the LG Stylo 3 Plus. Now, I'm going to preface this with, these are 9 things that are different than the Stylo 2 Plus. Okay, so this is quite the list here. So let's jump right in. The first thing is the new design. This was the first thing that stood out when I looked at this phone. Is it looks a lot different. It's a complete redesign. It actually looks very similar to the Samsung Note 2. If you go online and search that phone, you'll be surprised the sort of the more squared shape of the whole phone. And although it's the same size screen as the Stylo 2 Plus, 5.7 inch, it is a bigger screen, and it does come in this nice little back color. So style wise, I love it. So that's the first thing, is the new design. The second thing is you get a higher resolution display. So now you have a full HD IPS display, so 1080p screen, so a lot more beautiful, a lot more detail in terms of text and things like that. Next, it does have the latest version of Android, so Nougat 7.0, so you are getting updated operating system, more battery efficient. Obviously Stylo 2 Plus had multitasking, but it's done a little bit different now with Nougat versus how LG used to do it. So, but again, it's really cool how that works. Also, this is one of my favorite things. The memory is now double. So Stylo 2 Plus had 16 gigs of internal space. This now has 32 gigs right out of the box, which is awesome. So big upgrade, double that memory. You can do a lot with that. Next, and this is a really big thing, something I see a lot on the flagship phones, but we rarely ever see on sort of the mid to lower end phones like these, which is Quick Charge 2.0. So now you can actually charge your Stylo 2 Plus, your Stylo 3 Plus a lot faster than you could previous generations. So I love that. So glad that LG added that. Next thing is going to be a thinner tip for the pen here. So this is a little hard to explain, but basically Stylo 2 Plus had a 2.5 sort of, I'm not even sure what the exact term is, but basically it went from 2.5 to 1.8. So I'm just going to show you real fast. I'm going to pull up a pop-up memo. This is actually one I was working on earlier, and it's crazy how precise the writing is. Let's go ahead and clear that. But you can definitely, obviously I'm writing at an angle here, so it's not showing, but if you write straight down, you can write really fine, which is awesome. So just the writing is even more precise. There's also an updated UI for the pen and sort of the touch interface. So this is definitely a plus for those of you that like to use the stylus that comes with it. It's going to work even better than the Stylo 2 did, and writing is going to feel more like writing with a pen. So that's awesome. The next thing is you're going to get a bigger battery. So Stylo 2 Plus had a 2900 milliamp battery. Stylo 3 Plus does have a 3080 milliamp battery. So I never really know how that equates in terms of hours, but basically the more milliamps the better, and it is still a removable battery, so you can take the back off, take it out. If you do buy a second battery, this makes it easier for those long trips or those of you that like to have a second battery. So there's that. It does also have now a built-in gyroscope. So for those of you that play Pokemon Go, I know the game is not as popular as it used to be, but for those of you that still play that game, this now has a built-in gyroscope, which was a big thing for being able to play that game in its entirety. So that's going to be our eighth reason right there, gyroscope. And the 9th reason, this one, not a huge one, depending on who you are and how you use your phone, it may be, but the Microsd capability has been upgraded even more. So before on Stylo 2 Plus, you could have gone up to a 128 gig Microsd card. Now you can actually put a Microsd card, which will actually allow you to support up to 2 terabytes. Now that's a ton of memory, and I can't think of a lot of people who are going to be using that much memory, but for those of you that have those big memory cards, now you can pop that in here, and basically that's a crazy amount of storage to go from 128 to 2 terabytes. So LG definitely stepped it up and added a lot more to this phone for this 3rd generation. So Definitely say this is a great buy. If you do get it at Best Buy, they actually have it for $170. I mean, excuse me, not Best Buy. If you were to go to Metro PCS, you can get it for as low as $179, and that's with a new contract or with a new line of service. I think without, I want to say it's around $209 or $229, something like that. So if you want to pick up one of these, definitely encourage it. This is a really awesome phone for the price. Again, under 200 bucks, and you're getting a ton of features. The only thing this phone is missing, in my opinion, is wireless charging. I love the quick charge, and that's definitely a step in the right direction. I think wireless charging is definitely something I'm looking for the next generation. I didn't talk about the camera because that didn't really change. Just as a heads up, you do get a 13 megapixel rear camera, LED flash. Front, you do get a 5 megapixel camera on the front, so that didn't change. So I didn't really mention that in the 9 reasons, but just for those of you that are wondering, that is a thing. And I hope you guys did find this helpful. Make sure you like, favorite, and share if it was helpful, and make sure you also subscribe to H2 Tech videos, and have a good one.